Welcome, glad to see you're back. I am a professional hairstylist, cosmetologist, beautician, whatever you want to call me, that's me. Anyways, so before we start today's lesson, I just want to do a quick recap on if you are in a place of financial and health wellness, please go support your salons. Don't take up home hair color services. There are plenty of other things you can do to keep yourself occupied that don't involve chemicals at home. Welcome to Home Hair Academy lesson number 1. It's the beginning, yay! I guess the intro last week was the beginning, but we're gonna call this the true beginning. So, what the heck is hair anyway? Like, what is this stuff? Where does it come from? So to start, the root, what you call the hair root, is what is below the scalp, which sounds obvious, right? And like, who really cares like what's going on under there? There's a whole bunch of stuff we don't even need to get into for real. But the part that we see that we're coloring and cutting and touching and styling, that is called the hair shaft. And hair is protein. Y'all probably already knew that, but that is what it is. It is keratin protein, to be more exact. So now that you know that your hair is protein, keratin, what is the structure like? Well, I am here to tell you. So the outside layer of your hair is called the cuticle, and the cuticle is made up of scale-like cells that kind of lay over each other to protect the next layer, and I've made this nifty demonstration. So it kind of looks like animal skin print, but whatever. So you get the gist though. Little cells that tightly fit together, kind of on top of each other to help keep what's behind it nice and safe. So the cuticle layer, when it is healthy and happy, is going to give your hair that shiny, silky, smooth feeling. So what is behind door number 1? And that is the cortex. So that will be the little purple area that we're talking about here, pretending that this is a giant strand of hair. And so in the cortex of your hair is where your melanin is the pigment in your hair. So that's where that comes from, and it also is responsible for your elasticity, and that's what gives your hair the bounce and porosity. Sort of. I guess both of those layers really come together for those things. The cortex is responsible for about 90% of what your hair weighs. 90, which works for my pool noodle example. What? Y'all know I'm pleased with my arts and crafts project, and that I have definitely been huffing too much Sharpie. So, elasticity comes from in here, which is what? The cortex. So, this little middle missing section is called the medulla. And it's kind of like perfect that it is missing in here because some people don't even have that section. It's gonna be the smallest portion of your hair makeup, and people with blonde hair don't even have this portion. It's kind of insignificant, but people with bigger hairs tend to have them, like male beard hairs all have a medulla. Anywho, so pretty quick, easy lesson today. That is what your hair is. And next week we will be talking about density and texture. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If you have any thoughts, please leave them below in the comment section. Make sure and hit that like button if you learned something, and the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see your beautiful faces at our next lesson. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, and I love y'all. It's TheReelRae. Bye, y'all.